It was like culture shocks maybe.
Personality.
It's like a year ago. It's been too long. Ciao friends! Today I'm joined by my amazing friend Sofie from Sofie's World, and we are coming at you with another collab. As you guys know, we love our Italian collabs. Sofie is originally from the US. I'm from Canada, and this is actually going to be a collab on both of our channels, so be sure that after you check out this video, you head over to Sofie's channel. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so today we are going to discuss Italian rules. So these are rules that we have both come across while living in Italy that are different, somewhat strange than what we're used to. Sorry, my hair is a little staticky. So we are going to discuss these and share them with you, and if you're from Italy or if you're from North America or wherever you are in the world, feel free to comment. Let us know what you guys think about these rules. So to start off, interactions in Italy. So this is when you first meet someone. It's all about the kissing. So
on the cheek.
On the cheek. 2 or 3 times depending on where you are coming from in Italy.
3 times?
3 times.
Oh, I thought that was like a Swiss thing.
Oh, a Swiss thing. I thought maybe it was French. I don't know. Maybe it's northern.
I don't know. Can you then tell us?
Let us know where in Italy is the 3 kisses, but I've experienced both 2 and 3.
I want to know who you're meeting.
Sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming, as we just discussed prior to this video, is you enter a room of people that you've never met before, and you're kissing so many people that there's just so many kisses.
It's like, I get anxiety, kind of like social anxiety, especially if I've never met them before. We're used to a handshake, like nice to meet you.
Yeah.
But there it's like, you have to like do your rounds of people.
Even so many kisses.
Like, oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, and you're like, do I kiss everyone here? As a North American too, I wonder if you've come across this, is I've gone in for like kind of a hug, and they were going in for a kiss, and it was the wrong side, and then it's like an awkward, whoa.
You mean you've gone in for a hug here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
they do a certain side, and I always do the opposite side. And
yeah,
we almost...
I feel like I hug to the left, and you kiss to the right. Mm-hmm. And then if they're,
it's just,
yeah,
it's
a mess.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
And you don't want to offend anybody. I'm like, I just have known you for 2 seconds.
And I'm already like in your face. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice. It's affectionate. I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
When it's not awkward, it's nice.
And then when I go back, do you realize that when you go back to Canada, when I go back to the States, at least people who I know, like I go in for a kiss.
Yeah, I feel like I want to kiss people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, yeah, it's weird. And then I come back here and I'm going in for the hug and almost getting kissed on the lips. And But another thing I want to talk about is when you're cheersing people, you have to look them in the eyes,
or else you get bad luck.
And I feel like this is something that's across many different cultures, but I feel like in North America it's not too much of a thing. You're just like, cheers.
Well, in North America too, you order drinks and like you get yours first. You take a sip of yours first without cheersing. But here, like, you have to cheers. You have to wait until everyone gets their drink and cheers, or else it's seen as kind of rude if you don't wait for the other person.
And saying bon appetito before the food, it's rules.
Like waiting for people to eat. Like, okay, like I got my dish, but you know, I guess in the States it's like common decency.
Yeah, it's polite.
Oh, and you don't cheers with water.
Bad luck.
Very bad luck. And the plastic. So I learned this living here. If you have just plastic cups or paper cups and you cheers, you never want to let the 2 plastic or paper touch. Super bad luck. So you cheers like with your hands. Like, so pretend we have it in our hands. So instead of like letting the cups do it, you always want to like cheers with your hand. Like you have to touch the skin.
Superstitious. So next, of course, we're gonna move on to the topic of food, which is a very sentimental one to the Italians.
Oh yes, they love their food.
And they got their rules.
Particular, yeah, they're very particular.
So before 11 a.m., 12 noon, you're allowed to have a cappuccino. It's socially acceptable. Anytime after that, it's not. So if you're at a cafe as a tourist and you want a cappuccino, you're probably gonna get some looks after 11 a.m. I would say 11 to be safe. Noon's moving on to lunchtime.
Yeah, usually they get their espressos instead, afternoon.
And it all comes back to this big theme of digestion with the Italians. They believe that the milk in the cappuccinos could upset your stomach because what you're going to be eating is much heavier for lunch.
Well, yeah, the milk in the cappuccino upset my stomach regardless. Cappuccinos. I mean, we're both lactose intolerant. All about that soy. A lot of times they don't have ice in the restaurants. Like, they don't give you water with ice. And a big... Well, actually, don't quote me on this. I don't know the science behind it, but I have heard that It's because drinking room temperature water helps aid digestion, whereas drinking like ice cold water while you're eating kind of blocks it and slows it down.
Yeah, and that's why if you ever go for a big Italian dinner at a restaurant or maybe someone's house, and you'll have a digestivo after dinner, which is a small like shot of alcohol, but you're supposed to sip it. It's supposed to heat your intestines up and digest your food so that you can digest your dinner better. But also if you are to go outside and be cold, because any type of cold on your body actually affects your digestion, they believe. So they want you to keep warm after the meal always. And this comes back down to like swimming. They don't want you to swim 2 to 3 hours after you eat. You need to bundle up always.
Always. Speaking up about bundling up.
Yeah, speaking up about bundling up always is the gym.
Italians, at least the ones I've seen at the gym, they never go to the gym in workout clothes. They always go to the gym, change in the locker rooms.
Yeah.
And they're like dolled head to toe, full face of makeup. Even if they have really long hair, their hair is down, so they'll be running on the treadmill.
And blown out.
And blown out.
Like they blown out. Like
came back from the parrucchiere and they're like, they run with like this long hair and they're on the treadmill, and I'm just like, girl, are you hot?
Yeah. And they have jewelry, like Rolexes and stuff in the gym class, and earrings and hoop earrings.
Yeah, they're like doing body pump with hoops, and I'm
like, this is a hazard. Like in Canada, no.
No, in Canada, no. Like, I'm ready to get sweaty.
Basically, when I go to the gym, I roll out of bed and go, and then I'm working out with all these women who just look like they walked right out of Vogue.
That's
and then they shower and leave the gym like they never went to the gym that day.
At least in the States, probably Canada too, unless you have something or somewhere to be right after the gym. I don't really utilize the showers there. I'm like, oh, I'll just shower at home. But the Italians they can't be sweaty.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your sweat's then gonna turn cold, and then your body's gonna be cold outside.
Yeah. So that's another thing too. This is when it comes back to these temperature changes, they're very aware of this temperature change. So they'll bundle up, like in the workout when it's time to do the cool down, they will literally bring scarves. So they're being like tank tops, but then they'll start wrapping their necks with scarves just for the cool down stretch.
I've never seen that.
I've seen it because I've been in two different gyms here. In every single class, there's always someone who's either like zipping up a big sweater for the workout or wrapping their neck with scarves. Like scarves in spin class, I'm sorry, but I'm a mess.
Yeah, like towels maybe.
Yeah.
And is there like an age difference, or all different ages do that?
All different ages, but I'd say these chic, older Italian women.
The ones who like bring their dogs to cafes.
The ones who bring their dogs to cafes, the ones who are dropping their Gucci bags, like bringing them into the gym class, you know what I mean?
I mean, that could also be in the States too, but I don't know, the whole bundling up thing while cooling down. That's interesting. Well, and wet hair.
Wet hair. You can't go outside with wet hair, especially as a woman in Italy.
Or you can't even go to bed. Like, did you ever go to bed with wet hair growing up, or is that just...
Like, I mean, you wet your hair, you braid it, and you go to sleep.
And you go to sleep. Oh gosh. God forbid you do that here, or else you'll get the colpa de aria?
Yeah.
And you're gonna wake up with a sore throat. And I'm trying to tell these people, listen, I'm a pro. I've been sleeping with wet hair since I was a little kid. And they're like, you're gonna wake up with a sore throat.
And another one, and Soph just told me this, is bare feet in the house. You can't have bare feet in the house. And in fact, in Italy, a lot of times if you're visiting someone's house, you'll just wear your shoes everywhere.
Yeah, or socks, or they'll provide slippers. I mean, I'm sure you can if it's your own home, but I don't know, my experience with my family here at least is like, if they catch their kids running around barefoot, they're like, go put your slippers on, or oh, go put your socks on. I better not see you running around barefoot. At first I thought it was like for the dirt, but then I found out it was like, you're gonna catch a cold if you walk around barefoot and you're in the house. I walk around barefoot all the time. In Canada, it would be rude if you were to wear your shoes in the house, that's for sure. And barefoot, like some people just walk around barefoot outside in North America anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna bring this back to food because we're in Italy anyways. There are a few rules that you guys need to know, especially if you're visiting here. So we've done a whole video on Italian foods that don't exist in Italy, but if you are here, you can't be dipping the bread in the balsamic vinegar and oil, which is one of my very favorite things to do. I definitely do it at home, but at a restaurant, it's just not a thing. They'll bring you a basket of bread and maybe some olive oil, but you're gonna have to ask for the balsamic if you want it. They'll probably think you're weird if you're gonna be dipping that. Yeah, that's definitely weird. And I'm actually we're gonna talk more about that on the video on my channel. If you are coming to Italy and you're interested in kind of seeing the do's and the don'ts of what to do in an Italian restaurant, then check out Soph's video. We'll be over there.
linked down below, guys. So thank you for tuning in today, for discussing the Italian rules with us. Let us know what you think. Are you from Italy? Do you follow these rules? And if you're not from Italy, were any of them extra shocking? We'd love to know. See you guys. Bye.